Hey guys, so this week has been all about trade-offs. It's a big week of kind of like just a perspective of what you're going to have to essentially not give up for forever, but depending on what your goal is, you do have to make certain choices. And that first lesson this week, the cost of getting lean, is a really good illustration of what you need to do more of, and then also what you need to do less of. In the course of your journey, those trade-offs are going to change. People ask us all the time, like, can I drink alcohol and still lose weight? Or can I, eat this and still lose weight? Or get some kind of progress? The answer is yes and no. You just have to understand what the expectations are of what your actions are going to create. With a lot of people, they just want to get those results fast, and they want to, they think they're going to keep them once they get there. But you have to realize that what you do to get your results, you have to do by some degree forever. So that's why we're really big on trying to create that that mindset of expectations and what you're willing to do. Majority of people are not willing to trade off what they're going to have to trade off in order to have six-pack abs. And honestly, six-pack abs, or is I guess marketed as health and like the epitome of health, and it's not. Honestly, none of us are supposed to be that lean, especially year round. 99.9% of us are not going to, if we get to that point to where you have like a six-pack abs, you're not going to keep it year round, because there's going to be these seasons, these ebbs and flows of, when you're more strict versus when you're more lenient with your habits. And so with that, your leanness is going to ebb and flow throughout the year. And that's a hard thing for people to grasp. I feel like, and even as coaches, like, we have certain expectations for ourselves, especially because we are essentially advertisement of what we are coaching, and even though we know that you're not supposed to be that lean, and we don't want to do the actions or have to trade off that much to be that lean, there's still that pressure to be lean just so people will believe you. and that's unfortunate. That's really unfortunate. And it's something, it's a message, it's a mindset that we're trying to change with Clean Kitchen and with our program. Because life is going to have treats. We're going to need to have that 20% wiggle room. But then we're also going to have to realize, if we have a set goal, there are going to be certain trade-offs in order to reach that goal. And then you have to come to terms with those trade-offs and accept them, because nobody is the exception to the rule when it comes to, food. Like, everybody has to eat well and give their body what it needs, and rest included, and exercise and all those things. Nobody's the exception to the rule when it comes to those foundational trade-offs. So, this whole week, I hope that it helps kind of calm your mind and give you a little bit of peace of mind that, no, we're not all supposed to be like ripped like Rambo. No, we're not supposed to have these six-pack abs, or the six-pack abs are not the measure of true health. You know, a lot of times what you probably, you know, saw in that cost of getting lean, leanness can cost you your health, extreme leanness. You know, there's that happy medium that we're trying to get, and you only get that happy medium by, you know, living that 80-20 in a healthy mindset. So, you know, it's not that you can't have things. It's not that you can't have alcohol. It all depends on what your goal is and then what your expectations are to reach that goal and to keep that goal. So obviously, we're in the camp of we want longevity. We want to have a quality life, an able body. And that is where and you live in there in that happy medium spot of, you know, not being too extreme, but also not being an idiot and just not caring. So the trade-offs are what they are. And in a sense, trade-offs are hard rules, depending on what that goal is, depending on what body fat percentage that you want to be. But there's no, in that middle ground, that range of healthy body fat percentage, there's no wrong spot to be at. It just depends on what you want. So I hope that little pep talk kind of helps clear the air on some of the trade-offs, you know, talk that we've had leading up to this week. Let us know if you have any questions.